Well, hello there, and welcome to the program. This is the morning teaser right here on this channel. My name is Charles Akrofi, and the morning teaser, just as the name suggests, is a program solely designated to bringing you up to speed with some of the developments that are actually playing out and some of the news stories that are breaking out prior to the following morning. So we are bringing you up to speed with some of these news stories, just so you get to know what possibly would be discussed on the various television and radio station morning shows. My name once again is Charles Akrofi, and ahead of tomorrow's morning shows, one of the biggest shows playing out at this point in time has got to do with an invitation to the Good Evening Ghana show host of Metropolitan Television, Paul Adumotri. He's said to have been invited by the special prosecutor to appear before him to answer to ongoing investigation into a revenue assurance audit deal. Now, the broadcaster, who was also has been identified as a suspect in the corruption-related probe. A formal letter from the OSP dated July 25, 2025 indicated or instructed Adumotri to appear before the Special Prosecutor Kisie Jebin at the OSP headquarters in Accra on Thursday, July 31, 2025. The investigation centers on a revenue assurance contract awarded during Adumotri's tenure as board chairman. Let's move on to our second story for tonight ahead of tomorrow's morning show, and it's got to do with the 100,000 kilometers of road that the Akufo-Addo government says it had constructed. And you recall that prior to President Akufo-Addo leaving office, he actually touted his government achievements in the road sector, saying that some 10,000 kilometers of road have been constructed by his administration countrywide. Now, the current roads minister, Kwame Agboja, governs. It's saying that, well, he's toured the length and breadth of the country, but he's yet to see any such development, any such remarkable road construction. So he's posed a question to the erstwhile administration that where are the roads? This is one big issue that you would expect that persons from within the two major political parties and experts, and when I talk about the two major political parties, I'm referring to the NDC and MPP, would sit on the various television platforms and also the various radio platforms and talk about these issues and get to the bottom of it. A very big issue that played out today has got to do with the attack on Joy News' Carlos Kaloni, who was covering a said demolition exercise of a warehouse allegedly belonging to a business mogul, McDan, by some security operatives. Now, in a video that circulated on social media, we saw Carlos in that interview with a gentleman who is said to be an eyewitness, and in the course of the interview, the security operative have had to cut in. They had to beat the interviewee, and at a point in time, some of them actually joined in to pounce on the gentleman. And later on, we also understand that Carlos Kaloni, the Joy News reporter, was also picked up and he was also assaulted in that regard. I followed up personally with him, and he told me that he was at the hospital, and so he's hoping that he will get better. Now, the president issued a directive to the Ghana Armed Forces, in fact, to the defense minister in that regard, to order a probe into the entire development. And the Ghana Armed Forces says that it is conducting an investigation into the inappropriate conduct of soldiers. And so the statement is out there. Tomorrow morning, this issue would actually be delved into. Now, the banking sector cleanup, which was quite topical during the Akufo-Addo era, the current governor of the Bank of Ghana says that even though the various managers of these banks would want to have their licenses restored back to them, well, he's not under pressure to restore anybody's license to him or her. These are but a few of the stories that are making rounds, and you would expect that they'll make round throughout the length of tomorrow. That is Thursday, 31st July 2025. This has been the morning teaser right here with me, Charles Akrofi. Tomorrow evening or tomorrow night, same time, we'll be back with what you should expect ahead of Friday. Bye for now.